So, guys, now please check it. All of you got my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Now please confirm to me. Am I audible? Am I audible, guys? Now please confirm to me. All of you got my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Yes, Kalyan, I think you're attending advanced Java classes, right? At morning time, just we started, right? At what time? Actually, your batch timing is what? Morning or evening? 7 a.m. It's okay, fine. Advanced Java just started, no problem. Parallel, you can learn it. Yeah, parallelly we can start it. Morning time I'm taking these advanced Java classes at 7 to 8:30. Today just a demo class I started there. Then we can attend for it. No problem. Okay. Right, sir. Now, so all of you please take this link, classroom notes link. So in this link only, daily classroom notes is available for you. So just tinyurl.com/spring 6 p.m. That's enough. Then if you type it in the browser automatically, we are able to get the same link. So daily classroom notes we are able to get. Fine. Okay. All right. Now see this content here. First of all, before going to start our topic, inside this Spring framework, what we are going to understand, what exactly the content here we are going to understand. First, let us confirm that. After that, we are going to start the content. Okay. The first one is introduction part. So this is very important introduction part. Why it is very important here? Inside this introduction part, I'm going to cover What is an enterprise? What is an enterprise application? How many types of enterprise applications are available? How to prepare enterprise applications? What layers are available to prepare enterprise applications? After understanding the layers of the enterprise applications, what is the need of the framework? What is framework? What are the various advantages of the frameworks? How many types of frameworks are available? Where what is Spring framework? What is the requirement to come for Spring framework? What benefits you are getting from the Spring framework? All these details we are able to get. So up to now, you might be seen core Java. Some of you might be seen at least JDBC and servlets. Maybe some of you are not aware. No need to worry for it. Core Java is a programming language. Then Spring is what? Not a programming language. But what it is? It's not a programming language. Then what it is? What is the need of it? How we are going to use it? What is the advantage of it? All the points here we are going to understand. So where we are going to get complete awareness on what is framework, why we are coming for framework, what are the benefits of the frameworks and application development, that you are going to understand. Okay, right, sir. That is introduction part we are going to understand. After that, remember it, Spring is a layered framework. What it is? Layered frameworks or modularized framework. Modularized framework, that means inside the Spring framework modules are available. That modules are important for us. We have to learn that modules only. So max 5 or 6 modules are available inside the Spring framework. If we complete these 5 or 6 modules, Spring framework is going to be completed. Okay, no need to worry for it. With zero personal knowledge, if you come to the classes, no, you'll understand betterly. Understand my point, Ken? Okay, no need to worry for it. As a normal framework only, easily we are going to understand it now. Right? I'll take care about it. Just leave that option to me now. Fine. Next one is after that, after completion of the basic introduction part, what is Spring? Why you are coming for the Spring? Next one is what the core module. This core module is almost all same as core Java only. Even prerequisites for this core module is what there? Core Java only. Core Java, in core Java also maximum OOPS concepts not required. Just interface. What is an abstract class? What is a class? Just that information only. Core Java content. It may take somewhat extra time. Out of all the modules, no core module will take max time inside the Spring framework. After this core module, then immediately we are going to start with what there JDBC module. JDBC programming. JDBC module here we are going to use JDBC programming. JDBC programming in the sense the prerequisite for this particular one is what there JDBC programming, like what there. Then how to interact with the database from Java program. Definitely within few days of time at 7 o'clock morning I'm going to start JDBC. Already at evening JDBC I mean completed, just we are doing servlets. Okay, no problem, you'll understand it. Okay, after this next one is what there ORM module, or before this ORM module AOP module is available. Again core Java related point only, core Java related content only. AOP, aspect oriented programming. Right, after this AOP module ORM module. After this ORM module, the next one is what there web MVC module. And before this, we are going to have like what there another module is available, transactions module. What is available here? Transactions module is available. Transactions module. Then after this, web MVC. So here security module is available, but it's an outdated. Spring security is an outdated, but in a Spring Boot security is available. That is important. There we are going to understand that security related things now inside the Spring Boot, but not in a Spring framework. It's available. Still, I'm telling you, it's available, but outdated, not mandatory. So in Spring Boot, we have like what there? In a Spring Boot, we have security module. There we are going to understand. But of course, this is the content about what there Spring only. Spring Boot separately, I'm going to start the course. In the continuation of the spring, we are going to understand what the spring about. Okay, now these are the details what you are going to understand clearly about our spring framework. That's it. If any of you are getting the question what you are having inside the spring framework, simple, we have to read out all the 7 names. Introduction, okay, introduction is for what purpose there? Our platform, that means platform in the sense our clarity purpose. Actual syllabus of the spring framework is what there? Core module, JDBC module, AOB module, ORM module, transactions module, and web MVC module. Got it? What I'm telling there. One more point I'm telling there. Spring at present maybe 6th version is going on. Okay, 6th version is going on inside the Spring. 5th version is primarily used version in outside. Spring 5. Okay, going on good. Up to 3rd version, 4th version of the Spring, a lot of syllabus is available. More and more content is available. In the 5th version and 6th version of the Spring framework, that more syllabus is suppressed. The required part only they maintain inside the Spring framework. It simplifies. Even the learning process of Spring 5 and 6 is very easy when compared with what their Spring older versions. Not required to learn too much content. Especially, I prepared this Spring web module material. Previously, I took the classes there, older versions there. Almost all 300 to 400 pages of content is available with only Spring Web MVC. Almost all 300 to 400 pages of document is available with me. But at present in Spring MVC module, Web MVC module, how much content is reduced there? Almost all 60 to 70% of the content is suppressed. Understand it, Ken? Then max 60 to 70 pages of content is provided. That is only required. Understand it clearly, what I am telling you now. Alright, sir. Now, because of that reason, the latest versions are simplifying the learning process of the Spring framework when compared with what their older versions. Moreover, in the latest versions, everything is going on with the annotations in place of XML documents. I'll discuss with you. When the situations are coming, what is an annotation, how they are available, everything we are going to understand. No need to worry for it. Inside the content care, inside the classes, we are going to understand them. Okay. So whatever it may be, finally the content is what there. This is what exactly the content we are going to understand inside the Spring framework. Then you may ask to me, what is the prerequisite for this Spring framework for learning now? Those who are learning our Java classes at present, for you, whatever the knowledge you are having at present, that is sufficient to start a Spring framework. Parallel, I am taking your core Java classes and advanced Java classes now. At parallel, I started this Spring framework. When you are coming to the JDBC module, where definitely JDBC is going to be completed at morning time. When we are coming to the ORM module or maybe web MVC module, then for ORM module, again JDBC is the prerequisite. If you know that, then Hibernate implementation we are going to understand. Then meanwhile, at somewhere else, I'm going to start Hibernate also. No need to worry for it. Automatically, we will complete that prerequisite. When you are coming to the WebMVC module, servlets, web application and servlets concepts are required. Anyway, when you are coming to this WebMVC, automatically we are going to complete that servlets and advanced Java also totally. Then automatically we are able to come for it. I will handle it. I will manage the dependencies automatically. Automatically, you are going to be covered the dependencies to come for this particular content. Okay, no need to worry for it. So this is a content care. Then after that, Spring Boot is available. That's a different story. Once we completed the Spring framework, then we will talk about what there Spring Boot and its related content. At present, we are going to put focus on what there Spring framework. Clear? All right, sir. Now, first of all, anyway, we are going to start this one. First of all, introduction part here we are going to start. That introduction is like what their general concepts only, in general topics only. Not having any too much technical. Even technical aspects are not going to be available. Just we have to apply your common sense to answer for my questions inside the introduction part now. Okay. Can I ask some questions to you? Purely general knowledge. Okay. Now, first of all, now tell me, what is an enterprise? Yes. Maintaining client server architecture. Okay. That is enterprise application. Now what I am asking, enterprise only. Yeah, right, perfect. Your answer is right. Business organization. Enterprise is what there? Business organization. Clear. Your answer is right. Absolutely right. Enterprise is what there? Business organization. I'll take some examples. Say for example, roadside saloon shop is available, right? Already aware about it. Already you are using that. There's also a business organization. There also a business is going on. Money is exchanged from one hand to another hand. So we are providing some money for the sake of some services. No, there also business is going on. Can I say that is an enterprise? No, leave it. Durgasoft is not a charitable trust. You know that, right? Durgasoft is what there is also a business organization. Can I say it's an enterprise? No, no. Tata Group of Organizations, Reliance Industries. The names are very much catchy for you, right? Well-known names, right? Can I say them as an enterprise? Enterprise there? Yes, now. When the names are like Tata and Reliance Industries, no, you are saying that enterprises, no. But when you're coming to the Durgasoft, you are not saying enterprise. Hmm? Anyway, it's okay then. Your answer is absolutely right. Definitely. Your answers are like what they're absolutely right. Definitely. Whenever we are thinking about the Tata group of organizations or Reliance Industries or maybe Jindal or maybe so many things are available, right? So they are the big hands, giants in market, right? In outside market. So definitely they are enterprises. No? Why they are enterprises? Why not Durgasoft and why not a roadside saloon shop? I'll give one small point. You can understand it now. Just it is a common. That's the reason why I said you just with common sense you have to answer for it. Not like too much technical, right? General awareness only. See, if we take Tata group of organizations, right from salt to steel, they're having so many domains, so many verticals, so many platforms. Am I right? Can you tell me what are the various verticals that Tata group of organizations are having there? Right from the Tata Salt is one of the thing. Then what next one there? In a communication they are available, right? Previously Tata Docomo or something else, right? Might be of course. At present, what is available, I don't know, but definitely they are in communications, right? What next one? Tata Motors. Then apart from that, our required thing is what there? Tata Consultancy Services, right? TCS. Then apart from the Tata Insurance. Then apart from that, what next one? Retail, right? Retail markets are also available there for them, right? Tata Steel, okay, that's okay. Retail market, retails, e-commerce, right? Air India, okay, fine, right. And then what next one? Oh, right. If you take this and so on and so on and so on, then definitely it's a countless, right? It's a countless, right? So moreover, the Tata is a brand in India. Maybe the CEO of Tata, maybe or maybe their feedback, their positive feedback is very, very. Nowadays, BSNL is a part of the Tata, I think so. Am I right? That services are completely they have taken takeover was completed or not, I don't know. But finally, that BSNL is in the hands of the Tata. It's a safe hands for BSNL. Am I right? So brand, it's a brand actually in India. So the point is what a group of organizations running under a single label. A group of organizations running under a single label that is treated as what? An enterprise. It's a general awareness one I'm telling there. It may be varied. The definition may be changed. As per my concern, I'm telling there a group of organizations running under a single label. Then it is called as what there? An enterprise. In an enterprise, multiple versions, multiple platforms must be available. So take in the same way, take Reliance Industries for example. In Reliance Industries, what we have there? There also be so many things are available, right from Reliance Gas, Reliance Petroleum. Then what next one? Apart from this, no communication area they are available, right? Then what next one? Saloon shops also they are available, right? They are having no Geo, right? Free internet 1 year. No Indian will forget it, right? Throughout their life they are going to remember it. Like this, if you take that Reliance Industries there, then definitely petrol pumps, no? Okay, sir. So definitely petrol pumps, right? Right, sir. So then what I am telling there, the Reliance is also like what they're having multiple domains. They're running under what there a single label. Am I right or not? See, like this, even in the retail sector also, then retail sector is very good in India actually. As long as the population is more, automatically the retail market is more. A simple calculation. Everybody, because of the reason throughout the world, every retail vendor they're putting concentration on India. But unfortunately, Chinese are not going to entertain than other companies there. They're going to entertain only their own companies. But India can entertain anybody else. Indian people heart is open heart. They may accept any product. They don't have any problem. They are habituated to use any type of product, even Chinese products. They're not aware about Chinese is having very good market in India only. Actually, we are against to the China and China is against India. But Chinese are having very good, they're capturing very good market on India only, from India only. But when it comes to the political things now, China's far away from India. The cultural maybe, then the political wise maybe, then in everywhere. But the point is what? The China is running on the top of India only. Okay, of course, at present their economy is also be not good. It's also almost all in a danger zone. It's okay, leave it. That's not our point here. So the point is what? What is an enterprise? What exactly the meaning of like what there? An enterprise. Enterprise is what there? Simple, I'm telling there. A group of organizations. A group of organizations running under a single label. A group of organizations running under a single label is called an enterprise. Again, I'm telling there, just this is a general awareness only, but when it comes to the commerce related technologies, terminologies, it may be varied, but in general I'm telling there. Now coming to the Durgasoft now, what is there with the Durgasoft? Just only Java, it's okay. IT training max. Here in Java, it's okay. That's the reason why you're saying that Java. Are yaar, in Durgasoft Python course is there and Oracle is there, so many courses are available. Huh? So whatever it may be, in IT training sector only that Durgasoft is available. Durgasoft doesn't have any real estate ventures, right? Durgasoft doesn't have any retail market, right? Durgasoft doesn't have any banking services. Durgasoft doesn't have any other sectors. No. Just it is in only one sector. This is only one thing, one platform. Because of that single platform, we can't say that is an what there is an enterprise. But in a technically, any business organization will come under an enterprise now. That's my point here. Technically, any business organization will come under what their enterprise. But actual thing about enterprise is what there. We cannot treat this Durgasoft or maybe roadside saloon shop. These are the enterprises now. But Tata Group of organizations is an enterprise. Reliance Industries is an enterprise. Is because of what there. They're having multiple domains. In multiple sectors, they're having their hands. Because of that reason, they're called as what there an enterprise. Okay, leave it. What is an enterprise here? We understood. My next one is what there enterprise application. What is an enterprise application? Let's move on to the example. One simple example I'm telling no. Say for example, I know about only enterprise. Okay, just if we take 30 years back, 25 to 30 years back, if we take examples, there what we have there? No computers, no softwares, nothing. By the time I want to take one Tata car, by the time I want to buy a car. The Tata is one of the product branded cars production in India. Tata Motors. That I want to take. I went to the showroom. That how I'm going to take it. If I want to take a car, new car from Tata Group, what I have to do? Showrooms are available by the time also. I have to go there. Then what's going on? What's the process here? No? They're explaining the models. Okay, some papers are available. Black and white Xerox papers are available. They're explaining that. Okay, fine. We used to take that. I want to take it. How I'm going to pay the payments now? Okay, cash only. Cash only I have to give there. If possible, maybe checks. Checks might be available by the time. Banks are available. Okay. Okay, good. Then how they are going to register my name? How they are going to take my details? Now, definitely they have to maintain customer details, right? If they sell a product, no, definitely they have to maintain customer details. How they are able to maintain customer details? No. Register books, register books are available, right? They are going to note it with a pen. How long they are going to be available? How much time it will take? Think about it. How much time it will take to count over 5 lakhs rupees there? Then there might be 500 notes are not available. 2000 notes are not available. I think at present 2000 notes are not available. Only 100 rupees notes and 5 rupees notes. Think about it. So to complete one particular car purchase by the time, it may take half of the day almost all. To complete all formalities or to complete everything, no, half of it may take, no. Then to sell one particular product, or maybe at least 3 to 4 hours of time. Understand it clearly. Then when they are going to deliver the product, no, how the communication is going on. If we want to inquire about it, then what we have to do? We have to go there physically. There we have to inquire about it physically. Yes, sir. Maybe telephone. So this is a process for business. Am I right or not? This is a process for business. No? So this business process is what their hard business process. It may take a lot of time, but time is very, very important. Exactly by the time computers were invented, computers were simplify the process by having softwares. The computer softwares are simplifying the business processes inside the enterprises. Now at present, if you want to book a car, then what we have to do? You are not required to go to the showroom. For getting details, even we are able to get the details even through mobile phone or through softwares, now through websites maybe. So many things are available, so many alternatives are available. No need to go there. No need to go there, no need to inquire about it physically. Everything we can do through online. Even payments also we can do within fraction of seconds. It's a matter of click on enter button there after entering all the details. No, automatically transaction is going to be happen. If your internet is speed, if the internet is fast, then everything is going in on moment. Everything is going in within a fraction of seconds or not. Understand here? 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, or maybe 20 lakhs, or maybe 1 crore. We can send it within a fraction of seconds. No? Understand it? No? So the total process is simplified or not? Previously, half of the day we have to consume, but at present, how much time we are going to consume there? For thinking point of view, it may take some time here, but for processing point of view, it's a matter of 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes of time. The total business processing is suppressed or not, that reduced or not, the processing time is reduced or not, now it is a simplification or not, flexibility is coming or not. This is exactly the location where softwares are coming into the picture. Software is nothing but applications are coming into the picture. Software applications are coming into the picture. That software applications are simplifying the business processing of the enterprises. Sir, all of you get my point or not? Now tell me, what is an enterprise application? Enterprise application, a software application, it is a software application, software programs in which we are writing Java programs or maybe serverless programs or whatever it may be. It is a software application. What it is, no? Software applications which simplifies the business processing inside the enterprises, which simplifies the business processing inside the enterprises. That's it. Understand it? Say for example, if it is a service center nowadays, service center in the sense car service center is available, then how they are going to check that everything about their car internal parts? No, previously physically they have to check, but at present, no. Jeff, if we leave the car with some missions there, then everything is going on through software. Even tires alignment also we can check with the softwares. Understand it? So finally what happened? The work is simplified. The work is simplified. Now at present, now we are in which state? Now we are in the transition state from a conventional approach of software implementation to AI. Previously software is one trend. Now inside the software, what trend is going on? Now at present, no, AI trend is going to be started. Just we are in the transition state, but still not completely 100% is not transisted. Now just we are in like what their transition state. Just we are migrating from conventional approach of the software development to AI generative. Understand it here? In the future, we are going to see everything on what there AI, but it may take some time, not immediately. 100% not available, but started. Process is started already in every public domain. That AI implementations are available, but customers are not habituated. For habituation purpose, it may take some time. AI implementation is available in every social group. In every product that AI implementation is available, but customers are not in utilization. Customers are not habituated for it. Slowly, customers are going to be habituated. Once customers are habituated for it now, what's going on? Automatically, what's going to be happen? Everybody they are going to think about what their AI implementations on. Now we're in a transition state. Say for example, in our mobiles also AI enabled content is available, right? How many of you are using that AI enabled content? Seriously, I'm telling that. Chat GPT is available with you. How many of you are using the Chat GPT? Perfect. But up to max, what you are using there? Max, you are searching for some Java questions or maybe some Java content or maybe one or two simple questions on. That is not the utilization of AI. Please remember it. Separate mechanism is available. Separate process is available. Understand it, Ken? Then I want to prepare one website by using AI only. I want to design some business rules just by using AI. And that is the utilization of it now. Understand it clearly. Okay. Nowadays, a hard habit now. Nowadays, might be people are thinking Chat GPT is a girlfriend, and they're speaking with the Chat GPT as like girlfriend now. That is a worst utilization. Think about it. Of course, the Chat GPT is giving some information there now. I am the AI only. I'm not human being. Please don't ask these questions now. I think you understood what you are asking to the Chat GPT, right? That's one of the point here. So anyway, here my point is what there. What is an enterprise application? Enterprise application is a software application which simplifies the business processing inside the enterprises. Otherwise, what is the requirement of these enterprise applications? Okay, good. What is an enterprise? What is an enterprise application? Both we understood. But how we are going to prepare enterprise applications? How is it possible to prepare enterprise applications? What we have to do, being the developer, what I have to create, what I have to provide to prepare enterprise applications? Observe carefully. All of you understand it, no? To prepare enterprise applications, we have to provide the following three layers. Now with this we are able to get complete awareness. To prepare enterprise applications, what I have to provide? What exactly the layers? What exactly the things I have to provide? If we come for it, mainly three layers here we are going to provide. Three things we are going to provide inside the enterprise applications. High level architecture I'm telling to you. If you take internally, so many layers are available, sub layers are available, but high level architecture I'm telling to you, understand it now. The first one is what there, the first layer is what there, user interface layer. Think of it for every project, front end, middleware, back end. Am I right or not? Front end, business layer, and back end. Middleware in the sense business layer only. User interface layer. Second one is what there? Business processing layer. Third one is what there? Data access layer. Or data storage access, data storage layer. Data storage or access layer, both are same. Data storage or access layer. So these three layers we have to provide being the developer to prepare an enterprise application. High-end architecture I'm telling you. Now let me provide in the form of diagram now. Alright, so now I want to take now this is my enterprise applications architecture. Enterprise application. Inside these enterprise applications, three layers here we are finding. This is one layer, and this is like what the next one, and this is another one. Alright, now here we have to understand enterprise applications are using databases or not. Definitely they are using what their databases, repositories, storage areas. They have to use. Now, this is like what their database we can understand. Inside the database, we are able to perform some operations. First of all, let me provide these layers. No, first one is user interface layer. Next one is business processing layer. Business processing layer. After this, data storage and access layer. Data storage and access layer. These are the three things here we have to understand. Now our requirement is what there. What is the purpose of each and every layer now? Now here we are going to understand the purpose of each and every layer is what there. Right, sir. Now I want to take this diagram here. But at the end I will include this. Now understand it now. First of all, what is the purpose of each and every layer? Now first of all, let us understand it. User interface layer. Before this, I want to save this one. Images. Right, so now the title is like what there. Enterprise architecture. Enterprise application architecture. .png file. Okay, fine. So what is this user interface layer? What is the purpose of it? Now I want to give some points. Try to understand it now. Simple question. I'm asking to all of you. Now try to answer for it. Everybody. I think all of you are having Gmail accounts. How you are going to open your Gmail account now? Tell me. Basic process. How we are going to open Gmail account? Gmail. First we have to open what? Browser. And browser what we have to provide there? Gmail.com. www.gmail.com. Automatically what we are getting? Come on, what you are getting now? A login page you are getting. That login page is common for all users or not? What is there inside the login page? No. What is there inside the login page? No. Username, password, login button. There we have to enter your username and our password. Then we have to click on what there? Login button. Clear. Am I right? So this is clearly like what there. This is about like what there. Login page you are getting. It's a common one. Observe carefully. Gmail is an application, server-side application. But every user is going to interact with the server-side application through login page or not? Or maybe through registration page or not? Or maybe through index page or not? So what are all these pages actually? Maybe some web pages. Am I right or not? Web pages. Or maybe HTML files or JSP files or whatever it may be. Some web pages now. So this login page, registration page, or like what their home page, Gmail account page, index page. All these are the parts of the user interface. All these are like what their parts of the user interface. They are the internal content of the user interface. They are nothing but what their user interface. Now tell me, user interface layer is providing entry point for all the users to interact with our server-side applications or not? That's my point. So that is the point here I'm telling to you. So user interface layer is providing an entry point for all users to interact with the enterprise applications. Just think about it, think a minute about it. No, if a login page is not available, how you are going to complete your authentication with Gmail? If login page is not available, how you are going to provide authentication with Facebook? Answer my point, no. Even if you take that Amazon.com, where that entire Amazon website, the total web content is available. Without that, how is it possible to perform the sales or maybe then purchases through this Amazon.com? Answer my point, no. So that user interface is providing what their entry point for customers to interact with what their enterprise application. This is one point. Next, one more thing I'm telling you, observe carefully. All right, sir. Now, when we open gmail.com, automatically we are getting like what there, automatically here we are getting like what there, Gmail, or else maybe, for example, now, amazon.com, if you open it, immediately now here we are getting this total website. Okay. We are getting this total address. Then what it is actually? These are the different products here we are getting. Am I right or not? Yes, sir. See this? How much it is colorful? Is it looking good or not? Now we feel very good. Then by seeing this website now, immediately we are thinking we want to click on something, right? So I'm sure about it. When we open Amazon.com, nobody will leave that page without having any single click on any of the items. Even they don't require it. Even they didn't have any requirement to take some items now, but still they want to click on it. Something they want to open. Why? Because the look and feel is available like this. Think a minute about it. This entire thing is what the look and feel. Easy access for the customer. Customers, they're providing some easy approach to access the items now. They're giving some flexibility for the customers to access the items. Am I right or not? Easy approach they have followed. That easy process they have followed. It's a look and feel. Think a minute about it. This is user interface. This entire thing is what their user interface. In the case, if this user interface is not available, how customers can buy the items? How customers are able to buy the items? How is it possible for customers to take the items, to take the products from this Amazon.com? This example I'm telling, this is an Amazon.com, like this Flipkart.com. So many e-commerce applications are available. Not only that, your social media applications no. That's my point. If YouTube is not providing that video bites there, how is it possible to see that video's complete content here no? That's my point. In a frame, they're streaming the content or not? They're providing that video stream or not? If it is not available, how we are able to get it? Think about it. So the point is what is the main intention of this user interface? No, the main intention of the user interface is to provide very good look and feel for the customers in order to access the items. To access the enterprise application, they require some look and feel. Look and feel must be provided very well. If you provide look and feel, then automatically users will access it. What is the meaning of look and feel? This is look. Feel is what? If I click on it, automatically what we are getting there? All the details here we are getting. This is feel. Now we are feeling that number of items or not. Previously, what we have seen there, this is look. This entire thing is what there look. If we trigger something, automatically what we are able to get no item details, item list here we are getting. This is what we are feeling now. Our feel is like this. We want to get all the items here like this. Is it all of you getting it or not? So now user interface. This everything is in user interface only. That user interface is providing very good look and feel for the customers in order to access the products, in order to access the enterprise application. Understand it clearly? All right, sir. Now it's okay. Well, yeah, shirts are very good, right? A long time back I've opened it. All right. Anyway, then finally, the second point here, what we are getting there now. The second thing is like what there? User interface. User interface layer is providing very good look and feel to the customers in order to access the enterprise applications or enterprise application services. What services that enterprise application is providing, to access that services we require what there, that look and feel, very good look and feel is required. Clear? Fine. Next one is after this point number 3. Sorry. So what next point here I'm telling to you, observe carefully. User interface layer is providing entry point. Okay, it is providing a very good look and feel for the customers. Okay, nice. Next one is point number 3. Observe carefully. Apart from this, um, for example, is the first layer anyway in the enterprise architecture? Yes. One more point now. For example, I have some registration process. Some website I want to register. I want to go for some registration process. In that registration process, then what we want to do, I need to enter some details now. Say for example, there number of fields are available: first name, last name, and address. age, or maybe date of birth. So many fields are available. So for example, date of birth field is available. I entered the date of birth field is what there 10/10/2025, 2026. Is it possible to enter date of birth future date as a date of birth? No. Date of birth value must be what? Past value. Date of birth must be what there? Past data. Am I right or not? Not future data. Okay. Age value. My intention is I want to provide some 30 or 37, something else, 35 or 25. I want to provide some 25 for example. Unfortunately, my last finger is touching 0 after 25. What happened? What is the value here now? 250. Is it possible to have 250 as an age? No. For example, password field is available. I entered some password field. How much password I entered there? No, 100 letters password I entered. Is it possible? I want to make that password field is an empty. I have not provided any, or else maybe username I have not provided any data. Empty I provided. I click on login button or maybe restore button. Is it possible? Still your application is allowing this data. Where is the accuracy for your application to maintain our data? That application is not good application. That definitely in our application, when we provide some data, then what we have to do, what that application has to do now? Application has to collect our data. It has to check whether the data is a valid data or not. If it is valid data, then only the data must be allowed in the enterprise application. If it is not valid data, immediately our application has to display some messages. What message? No, user name is required. Password must be in the range from 8 characters to 15 characters only. User age must be minimum 18 and maximum 50. Date of birth must be a past value, not a future date. Email ID, invalid email ID you entered, please enter valid email ID value. Then immediately we have to display these details on the user part or not. Okay, now. So what is going on internally? When I provide data, when I click on submit button, automatically request must go to the enterprise application or not. The moment when request is coming to the enterprise application, where data must be taken, the data must be checked whether it is valid data or invalid data. If it is valid data, use that at server side application or enterprise application. If it is invalid data, give some error messages to the user, checking whether data is valid data or not. If it is valid data, use that. If it is invalid data, send error messages now. This total process is called data validations. This total process is called what there? Data validations. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point now? Data validation. What is the meaning of data validation? The process of checking whether data is valid or not before using the data in the enterprise applications. That is called as what there? Data validations. That's nice. How many types of data validations are available? Two types of data validations are available. What are the two types of data validations? No. First one is what there? Client side data validations, and second one is what there? Server side data validations. Server side data validations are what? When we have some registration form where we enter the data, we click on submit button. Request is submitted to the server side application. Along with that request, data is also submitted to the server side application. After receiving data at server side application, now we are checking whether the data is valid or not. The data checking process we have done at server side, not at client side. This is called as what there? Server side data validation. Understand my point here now? So what is the meaning of server side data validation? Performing data validations at a server mission, at server side application. Then it is called as what there? Server side data validations. To perform server side data validations, just we have to write Java code. No need to go for any other code. Just Java code we have to write to perform server side data validations. Understand it? What I am telling you now. Then what is the second category now? Tell me. Now observe carefully. We have some registration form. In the registration form, we enter the data. We click on submit button. Of course, I entered wrong data only. I know that. But I clicked on submit button. Even though we enter wrong data, but still what is going on there? The wrong data is transferred over the network to the server machine. At server side, we have stored that in a particular object. Now we are performing data validations over the data. Then only we are identifying, okay, this data is invalid. Now we are sending some error message again from server to client. Now client is displaying that messages now. Now tell me, for deciding the data is invalid data, how much time we have taken there? First, the data is transferred to the server machine. We are executing some Java code, identifying wrong data, and sending again the error messages back to what their client. Then client is displaying the error message now. How much time it is taking now? But here my question is, once the data is an invalid data, why don't we check the data at client machine only? Why we are checking at server side? If we check the data validations at server side, no, lot of time it will take. But why don't we check the data is valid or not at client machine only before submitting data to the server machine? Exactly where client side data validations are coming into the picture. There automatically what validations are coming into the picture? Client side data validations. Now tell me, what is the problem with the server side data validations? No, lot of time is taken. A request and response we have to consume to decide the data is invalid data. But if it is a client side data validations, what is going on there? At a client machine only. The moment when we enter the data, the moment when we click on submit button, just after clicking on submit button, before sending the data to the server, before sending data to the network, at a client browser only, at a client computer only, we are getting the data, we are checking data. If the data is valid, send the data to the server side. If the data is invalid, at a client machine itself, display the message, error messages. No. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? So to perform, to perform, to perform data validations, that means checking whether the data is valid or not at a client mission, that is called as what there? Client side data validations. Checking whether data is valid or not at a client mission only, then it is called as what there? Client side data validations. All of you get my point or not? If you check whether data is valid or not at client mission only, not at server mission, client side data validations. But how do we perform these client side data validations? No. How do we perform server side data validations? By writing Java code, by executing some Java code. Similarly, how do we perform client side data validations? No. First of all, tell me what is client? Client is a browser. Client is not any other one. Client is what there? A browser. Server side in the sense Java code is available where Java program we can execute to check whether the data is valid or not. But client is what their browser. Is it possible to run Java code inside the browser? Come on. Is it possible to run Java code inside the browser? No. Inside the browser Java code is not possible. But what you are going to execute at client side? No. In a browser what we are going to execute? You must aware about it. I think you attended UI technologies classes. No. Hey, yaar, UI technology have attended or not? HTML code is executable inside the browser. Am I right or not? CSS code is executable inside the browser. Am I right or not? Come on. After that, what next one can know? After these two know, CSS and HTML is okay. Bootstrap is a framework there. No need to worry for it. It is for CSS, no framework, right? Then apart from the JavaScript code is also be executed at what time? Client browser. JavaScript code is also be executable at what? Client browser, but not Java code. JavaScript is executable, but not Java code. What is there inside the browser? Parser is available. To run Java program, JVM is available or not? Similarly, to run our scripting at browser, parser is available. Sax parser, DOM parser, some different parsers are available inside the browser. That parsers will take the responsibility of executing our scripting inside the browser. Browser can have script code. That script code must be executed by parsers or maybe script engines. JavaScript engine. What is that? JavaScript engine for JavaScript. How that JavaScript code is going to be executed? Through an engine. That is what their JavaScript engine. Or maybe in other words, you may call it as what their parsers. All of you are following or not? I am not talking about Java now. Today class is totally general knowledge only. Then your technology is general knowledge related code. It is not specific, right? It is not related to Java. So here my point is what there? How we are going to perform client-side data validations. To perform client-side data validations, we have to execute some code. What code is executable at client-side? No. At a client-side, what code is executable here? No. HTML code, CSS code. What next one? JavaScript code. Okay, fine. If you want to check data validations at a client side, so first of all, that validation logic we have to write at a client side or not? To write data validations logic at a client side, how we are going to prepare the data validation logic? No. How is it possible to prepare the data validation logics at client side? No. Observe carefully. Basic data validations are already provided by HTML5. HTML 5, not HTML4. Maybe one or two validations are available. Effectively, validations are implemented in what version of the HTML? HTML5. In HTML5, we prepare the text field now. If you make it is like what the required is equal to true no, required is equal to true no, automatically that field is mandatory. Without providing data, that form is not going to be submitted. Get my point or not? The data in that form is mandatory. That is implemented in what there? HTML5. Okay, but that basic data validations are not sufficient for me. My application require data validations I want to check. My user age is what their minimum maximum I want to define. My user specific. My account number should have some particular pattern. Understand my point? So my own validations I want to perform. But how do we perform these data validations at client side? The complex data validations at client side? No. Complex data validations, if you want to perform at a client side, the complex data validations, if you want to perform at a client side, there we have to use JavaScript functions. There we have to define what there? JavaScript functions. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? JavaScript functions. Here we have to implement. JavaScript functions are providing what there? Data validations. We are able to implement data validation logic with what there? JavaScript functions. Okay, fine. But here my question is where we are going to maintain the JavaScript functions. Where we are going to maintain the JavaScript functions. Are you going to maintain the JavaScript functions at server side? No, but where we are going to prepare the JavaScript function. The JavaScript functions are going to be provided in an HTML file, in a JSP file. In HTML file, HTML tag is available. Inside this, a header tag is available. Body tag is available. Inside the header tag, we have to define JavaScript functions. Script tag is available there. Inside the script tag, we are going to provide what there? JavaScript functions. Am I right or not? Hurry, I'm talking about your JavaScript only, not like any other one. Inside this script tag, inside the head body, if you define JavaScript functions now, maybe part of the button or maybe part of the form, we are going to provide on click, on submit attributes are available. To that we have to call the JavaScript function. When we click on button, on click event is going to be executed, where automatically JavaScript function is going to be called. JavaScript logic is going to be executed. If we enter the data, take the data. Document dot get method or something else here we are able to use to get the data in JavaScript now. We are going to check whether it is valid. It's okay, no problem. Invalid, no, display that validation message. Altogether, not require too much internal content here, but the point is what there. We are going to define data validation logic in the form of JavaScript functions inside the user form. User form is a part of the user interface. So client side data validations, if you want to provide, we need to provide some JavaScript functions inside the user forms only, inside the user interface only. If user interface is not available, there is no chance of performing data validations. If user interface is not available, then there is no chance of performing what their data validations. Only the option is what their server side data validations, no client side data validations. Server side data validations are time taking process. Unnecessary effort we have to put. But client side data validations are supportive at present now. But if you want to perform client side data validations now, we require user interface. Now the conclusion what I am telling to you, user interface is able to provide an environment to perform client side data validations. User interface is able to provide an environment to perform client side data validations by defining JavaScript functions. That's it. So user interface is able to provide an environment to perform client-side data validations by defining and maintaining JavaScript functions in user interface. That's it. This is exactly the meaning of like what their user interface now. Anyway, the discussion here we are getting there. Everybody must have minimum awareness on these 3 points now. What are the 3 points here? HTML purpose, CSS purpose, JavaScript purpose. Are you aware about it now? 3 things. What they are doing now, at least. In a simple comparison, I'm telling you, understand it clearly. Then definitely we are going to get some clarity. I want to prepare web page. Preparing web page is nothing but preparing this building. Are you getting it now? Preparing web page is nothing but what they're preparing building. How I am going to prepare building first now? Now tell me how they are going to prepare building. No, first of all we have to use some bricks, then we have to use some cement, some water we have to provide. So raw materials we are going to use. With raw materials we are going to construct the building initially. The raw materials are nothing but HTML components. Just HTML components. HTML components are what? They just raw materials. Okay, nice. Now empty building, then raw building here we constructed. Just only cement and bricks are visible for us. Nothing, no look and go, no look and feel, nothing else. Just only as a basic building structure we prepared. After that, what we have done there, once this room is getting ready with only cement and bricks now, then what next one we are doing? Maybe up to some time we have to pour water there. After a few days of time, then we have to start decoration. What decoration here we are doing? Some colors we are painting. Am I right or not? Some colors here we provided here, different colors now. Some classes here we are providing. Am I right or not? Okay, just colors here we provided. Some decorations, some curtains, right? That we provided now. So these are like what? This decorative part is related to what? CSS. CSS is giving the decorations. That's it. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Right. Understand it now. Building is okay. Decoration is okay. Is it possible for me to run the class here? Now, what I required here to run the class, now what we require there? Fans we required, tube lights we required, then a projector is required, screen is required. And so something else like what the electrical work. Electrical work is required. Not only that, definitely some washrooms we required, maybe some water supply is required, plumbering work is required. Electricians work, plumber work, and all these are like what there. Who is going to do that? JavaScript is going to do that. I think you have to understand my point clearly. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Just like it is a restaurant, sir, not more than that. Just like it is a restaurant. In a restaurant, might be the front view of the restaurant is what their audience spot, customer spot. That is a CSS that we are providing, HTML and CSS now. Next one is what their food preparation is going on there internally with what their JavaScript. That's it. Nothing else. Internally, just we can understand the logic now. So HTML are the basic elements to prepare web pages. CSS is providing decoration. JavaScript is providing what their activities, internal activities. When we switch on this plug, automatically lights have to become. That is what there. When we click on switch, user can trigger something there. Internally, some action must be performed. That is what their JavaScript functions are going to perform it. Now here, when I click on this enter button by providing the data validations must be performed. Who is going to perform the data validations? No, JavaScript functions. No. If user interface is not available, where is the chance of providing the JavaScript functions? So because of that reason, user interface is able to provide an environment to perform client-side data validations by defining JavaScript functions. That is one of the points. Okay. So these are the 3 points here we understood. The next one is what there. One more point is available, but theoretically we can understand no. But might be in the future we are going to understand it no. To send different types of requests like get comma, post comma, put comma, delete, and so on and so on and so on. Now these are different types of requests from client to the server. You may not aware about this point here. Some of you know it's okay, still no problem. There is a possibility of sending different types of requests. If you want to send different types of requests from client to the server, requests from client to the server, we have to use user interface. We have to use what there? User interface. If we don't want to use user interface, no, then we have to use some third-party tools. Postman, Swagger, or different tools are available that we have to use. Of course, in the future, when we go for Spring Boot, there I'm going to cover these concepts also. Spring Boot REST is available topic, no? Inside the Spring Boot REST topic, I'm going to cover this Postman as well as like what there. What next one here? We are going to use Swagger. All the content we are going to use there. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? It's okay, fine. So this is another one, theoretically only, no need to think much about it. Next one is point number 5. What about this point number 5? You can observe carefully. All right, sir. Now, to provide or to prepare user interface layer, to prepare an user interface layer, we will use a separate logic. To prepare a user interface layer, we will use a separate logic called presentation logic. To prepare user interface layer, we will use a separate logic called what there? presentation logic. Right, sir. Now here we have to understand. Next one is how we are going to prepare presentation logic. In enterprise applications, in enterprise applications, in enterprise applications to prepare presentation logic, we will use a set of technologies. A set of technologies like what are the various technologies here we are going to use to prepare presentation logic? No, observe carefully. AWT, comma swing in core Java, outdated, totally outdated. I think Java developers may not aware about these are the two topics inside the Java. But those who are aware about Java from long time, they can understand it. Observe carefully. Their era was totally gone, not available in the market. Even I don't like to write these two things here. Previously, they're available. In core Java, they're the part actually. I have done some might be classes also for it. If you require that, I can send that video support for you. Not required. Time waste. If you bound with that, it is a time waste process. Understand it clearly. Like what next one here apart from this? No HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. What next one? jQuery or UI technology syllabus. I am telling to you. Yes, sir. Bootstrap, jQuery. Then what next one? jQuery, Ajax. Yes, sir. What is it? I'm not getting it. Struts, SAS. Okay, maybe. Okay, okay, fine. So these are like what they basic UI technologies. What about Angular? Angular, the framework. Angular is not a technology; it is a framework. React framework. Again, it is a framework. Framework for what? JavaScript. Framework for what? JavaScript. That simplify. Everything is simplified. Validations, event handling, and everything is simplified inside. Like what there? Like Angular and React, just and all the points now. Okay. All right. So now this is exactly the meaning of like what there. What we are getting there. No, like a user interface layer. That's it. So what I completed up to now, I think all of you might be taking this link, right? Next, what we are going to see inside the Spring framework, just introduction part we started here. Very, very basic level onwards I started. What is an enterprise? What is an enterprise application? Then inside this enterprise application, what layers are available? Other things here we provided. User interface layer I completed. Few points here I have given there. Are you feeling any difficulty with this content? So what is there, sir? Just general terminology only I have used it. Nothing is there. And Spring framework we are going to understand easily on fingertips. You are able to get it. I will take care about it. Just leave that option to me now. I will take care of how to inject the content now. Okay. So this is one point here. Then another thing is like what I am telling to you, and provide the document link. Yeah, just given this is the link I created it. No. I think you're asking in chat box. No. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, I'll give it. All right. So then tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I'm not going to take this Springer class. Next class I'm going to start from what? Monday onwards. Just like it is what there is a convention actually. First demo is on Friday, second demo is on what there? Monday. Not like demo class. I started today the content actually. So no need to wait up to the time here, right? Alright, sir. Now observe carefully what I am giving clarity now. So these are the classes here I'm going to take. No need to worry for it. Just how might be we are able to have very good content. Continuously we are going to take the classes now. Observe carefully. Then immediately max and today itself we are able to get all of you are able to get like what we are able to get no videos access link today itself we are able to get it. I think already our people are working on it. Might be some of you might be receiving that. If you are not yet received that, maybe after 9 o'clock we are able to get that access link including today's class. Everything that access will be provided you. Now try to check that videos now. All right, automatic apart from this, maybe I'm going to shoot the same content even on Udemy course also. Then you already aware about it. My courses are available in Udemy. Might be today, whatever the part here I've taken, that I have to shoot today after 9 o'clock. It's going to be available on tomorrow onwards. But after completion of 4 or 5 days of content, I will give that Udemy courses related content here. Okay, understand it now. Why? Because they have to accept my course now. After completion of some content only, they are going to accept it now. Once it is accepted by Udemy, I'm able to give that links also to you. Then we are able to take it. Maybe with less cost only. I'll prepare some coupons. Through that coupons, we are able to get it. But these videos we are able to get daily. From Durgasoft, we are able to get it. But if you are interested, if you want to take that directly, we can take even that videos also now. Okay, I'm able to provide for that. Okay, not to worry for it. Every day we are going to understand the content. But the next class is going to be happen for what that? Please name it today's start date and time now. Okay, all right, sir. We have advanced Java files of as per the access. No, yeah, just directly I specified clearly that full stack Java. Then inside this Spring is 6 p.m. already name I've given there. Inside this Spring is 6 p.m. name Spring directly I've given the title there. We are able to get it. No worry for it. Already given that. Okay, right, sir. It's okay. So this information, sir. Then when we have to meet again for this class, no? Monday we are going to conduct this class now, right? Then tomorrow, right, our might be that 6 o'clock core Java class are going to be happen. There I'm going to take the classes now. Some other new topic I'm going to take at 6 o'clock, right? I'll plan for it. So those are attending only Spring class, you may leave now. Those are attending at 7:30. I'm taking servlets class. We can take some break and come back now. I'll go for the servlets class now. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, same content in Udemy also, Max.